Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Zero to Empire podcast. On this episode, I have Stratis Christakis, and he's actually the founder of Stratis Cloud Career Coaching, and he's going to be talking to us about his story and his background and actually what inspired him to get into the career coaching realm. So, what actually inspired you to get into all this, and what was the background behind it?
Well, Sam, thanks for having me here. This inspiration for Stratis Cloud Career Coaching, it started, I think, early in my career where, I was just trying to find work that I was passionate about, motivated to do, and excited to go to day in and day out. So the inspiration from Stratis Cloud Coaching might even come from my laziness, to be honest, with work. I just felt like work should be something that we're proud of, that we enjoy going to, that we feel a sense of belonging to be a part of. And I just knew throughout my entire career that inspiring others to do the same would be where it would lead. So I'm happy to be in this position now, helping others find their careers or build their careers paths and find their clarity and the direction that they want to go.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm glad that you're doing that now. And before we talked about this on the podcast, you actually were in HR for 20 years. So, what actually made you decide to leave?
Yeah, I mean, I loved HR when I got into it in my undergraduate degree in employment relations. My graduate degree in human resource management. I'm a senior certified professional of HR. I really got into it to help employees enjoy work more and be more motivated to be into work. So after organization after organization moving up the HR ladder, I found myself less and less helping individuals and more, working on strategy or being on the other side of the table for compliance issues, performance issues, legal issues. And it just wasn't the reason why I got into HR. I got into HR because I want to help individuals enjoy work and perform at higher levels. And over the 20 years, I was able to do that in small pieces, but just not the full realm of it. So 4 years ago, I decided to leave my HR career and start a career coaching practice. And I haven't looked back since. It just feels great to be able to help people one-on-one without having an umbrella over my head regarding, what the employer wants or what the company needs to do, like we do in HR. Now I can help people one-on-one, really follow their paths, their dreams, be honest with them with what the working world is, and really try to help them, not only help their current employers, but just help them move on to their next step in their careers, whether it's with their current organization, their next organization, or into entrepreneurship. I love helping them, and it's been a blast over the last 4 years.
That's awesome. You're having fun doing it and you're helping
Oh, it's a
people.
blast. Yeah, it's great.
Oh, yes. And how did your actual background in coaching people from different industries shape your business today?
I've been around the block, Sam. So early in my career, I would only be sticking around with employers maybe like 2 years max. I never was able to find an employer that I felt aligned with my passions and values. That might have been my own reasoning. Early in my career, I was chasing the money like many of us do, and the HR and compliance work that I was doing paid very well. But I just didn't have a heart for it. So getting into all these different industries in my past really set me up now to be able to talk from the Fortune 500 lens, from the nonprofit lens, from the government lens, from many different agencies, small startups. I've just been across the board. I've been with so many different companies where when I was starting my career, that probably looked bad, right? Jumping around from company to company, industry to industry. Now I'm so thankful for that history because I get to talk about the different areas that I've been a part of. So anybody that comes to my coaching, I feel like I have some sort of connection with. And even if I don't have a connection, I've talked with so many people over the last 4 years. I feel like I've talked with every single company around the world and in different industries. And I want to share that experience with other individuals to help them find their own clarity. But not to say that I think I know everything, Sam. That's an important part of coaching. Every story is individual, unique to the individual. So I want to make sure that I am understanding where they're coming from, where they want to go. Everybody is different. I don't think anybody has the same path. And I just love learning about what motivates individuals and where they want to go and helping them get there.
Yeah, that's great that you get to know their situations and where they're trying to go. It's very key. And when you first got your first client, how'd you get them?
It was a contract that I was working on for many years while I was in the HR world still. So I got my big break from gaining a big contract with an organization, and that spearheaded my ability to be able to leave HR and say no more. Even though it wasn't really enough to survive on, it was a starting point where I said, if I'm not going for it now, I don't know when would a better opportunity be. And that gave me the opportunity to kind of live minimally that first year, not eating out too much and just focusing on my work and myself and not doing much more than that. And that has allowed me to expand my clientele to do this full time, which I'm so thankful for. So, all it takes is one, that first contract, whatever you can get, small or big. If you're currently working and you're looking to transition into your own business, maybe you're looking for a bigger contract, saving up some money to bet on yourself. We've heard it before. Investing in yourself is the best. I'm a true believer of that, and it's worked out great for me. This isn't my first time trying to start a business. I tried to start a business, a couple businesses many years ago. So this is my third shot at it, and it's been a success. So if the first one doesn't work, try a second time. If the second one doesn't work, try a third time. If the third one doesn't work, go for a fourth one, man. It's all about trying to go down that journey, learning from our mistakes, and eventually getting there, or die trying. It's all good. If you're on the right path, it doesn't matter.
Learning from your mistakes is very important, 100% when it comes to business, especially starting your own. And so, how does the process actually look for coaching someone through a career change?
It's different for every individual, right? Depending on what they're looking for. The standard that I've found in the last year or two is offering a session package where the first 3 sessions are just getting to know each other. With career coaching, many times people want to jump in a little too quickly and start just getting the answers and say, hey, I want to move in this direction. I want to apply for this job. I want to start this business without really understanding where they're coming from. And if we want to understand where we want to go, understand where we're coming from. One of my favorite Einstein quotes is, if they asked him to solve a problem, uh, he said he would take 55 minutes understanding the problem and 5 minutes solving it. And that goes to show when we understand where we come from, what we've gone through, the organizations, the volunteer opportunities, our family, what we're into, what we're interested in, when we fully understand ourselves and our own identities and where we're currently at, it's easy to understand what the next chapter should be for us. But that only happens through conversation and talking about our past in a candid way, in a safe way. That's why I really enjoy the coaching process, especially the phone process of just listening in to individuals and where they've been. And everybody's got such an interesting story. Sam, you got an interesting story. I got an interesting story. We all got interesting stories that we need to share first. So the first 3 sessions are sharing that story, finding out what your strengths are by going through assessments, which colleagues of mine and in the psychological community have referred to me, and then also a interest assessment that we take for these first 3 sessions. And we just talk it out. We take detailed notes and really figure out where you're coming from. And little things start popping up, little hints start coming up, where the 3 sessions after that, we decide who do we need to network with, what businesses should we be interacting with, what kind of educational or certification skills should we be gaining. And then after that, if clients want to continue on with me, I have clients that sign up year-long contracts and they just want me along the way. But I'm not a gatekeeper, Sam. I got my skills and tools that I don't mind giving to folks to use and run on their own. So I teach them how to fish, and they can do it on their own. But if you want me to be next to you while we're casting that line, I'm all for it. So I have some flexibility with how I work with my clients, but the start and the minimum is 6 sessions to really get to know each other, figure out those strengths, figure out those interests, and then move from there.
Yeah, that's a solid process. And I do like the analogy you gave with Albert Einstein. That was very solid. And when it comes to the mistakes that people make when changing careers, what would you say is like the number one most common or biggest mistake that they make?
Don't chase money. Please do not just look at high pay. Because that's a short term vision that you're looking for yourself. Yeah, you can go for high paying jobs right off the bat. You can get them. It's not that hard. You can get these higher paying positions, but what does that do for you in the future if you're not motivated? If an 8-hour day feels like a 16-hour day, Sam, are you really getting paid more? You're really getting paid half as much, right? So we want to have those jobs, those skills that align with your interests and strengths, where an 8-hour day feels like a 4-hour day. And you got energy to go out with your friends after work. You have energy to wake up and go to the gym. Your weekends are great. Your Sunday nights, you don't get the Sunday scaries. You're ready to jump into it. So that would be my most important thing to do is don't chase money.
Yeah, that's a great piece of advice, especially in today's society. And when it comes to your coaching business, where do you see it in the next 5 years?
This is a great question because things are changing so quickly, Sam, that, to see what is going on in the next 5 years, who knows, right? Clearly, AI is in the forefront in all of our businesses. So, trying to leverage AI to provide a better coaching product for my clients is probably the smart move, right? That's probably something that I should be doing. But with even careers, there's careers that we should be doing, and there's careers that we'd like to do. And for me personally, right now, I'd like to make some sort of physical card deck of some sort with career coaching, where you're able to play it almost like a game, to where you can get these same kind of coaching stories that we come up with together one on your own, or with your friends, or with your family, or if you're a manager with employees that you're working with. So something physical, something tangible that we can do where we don't have to have our eyes on the screen. The screen time, I'm always trying to work on my screen time. I bet you are too, Sam. We're all trying to just not be scrolling so much, and maybe get our eyes on something that isn't a bright light once in a while. So maybe a card deck of some sort. I also been thinking about digital coaching, which would be probably a smart move too, to set up some classes and courseworks out there. But right now, I feel so good with coaching. That's the number one thing that I'm focusing on. Who knows what the future may hold with it? Maybe even some collaboration or some groups of like-minded individuals that believe in the power of coaching and what it can do for careers. It'd be great to get together with like-minded folks as well. So I'm quite open. If anybody's out there and wants to pitch something in collaboration, I'm always down to listen.
Yeah, that's great. And when it comes to the idea of your online program, what exactly would you have in it that would be beyond the one-on-one coaching?
Yeah, it's the tools and frameworks that I use with my coaching over the last 4 years, even over the last 20 years, 20 plus years, from my education to my studies in self-determination theory to my professional certification in coaching. Like, I got a lot of tools that I reference. I would even hold them up right now. I wish that you could see this kind of like these old papers. These papers are like 10 years old, 5 years old, and they stay close to me. If I could somehow be able to digitize them and be able to provide them to individuals, other coaches, or individuals that are interested in what it takes to do career transition or are interested in motivation, I would love to spread the word. Because, not to be too grandiose about things, Sam, but I really think this coaching that we're doing and how we're doing it and supporting people to be autonomous in what they want to do, to feel competent in areas that they are interested in, to feel a sense of belonging with groups or causes that they care about. I think me and the people I work with and the other coaches that are in the same alignment, we're making the world a better place through one-on-one coaching. So I feel very passionate about this. I feel like it's a calling of mine. So if I can share that digitally or in other forms with beyond me talking one-on-one, because I only have so much time, I only take a limited amount of sessions per day because I know that creates the highest quality for my clients. If there's another way that I could offer this digitally to people who maybe not be able to afford my coaching or don't have the time to meet one-on-one or want to be self-studies and want to spread the word of Stratis Cloud on their own, I'm down to give it to other people.
That's solid, and I can't wait to see the online program that you create in the future. And when it comes to the piece of advice you would tell someone who wants to start their own coaching as a business, what would it be?
Hey, with anything, Sam, if you're doing podcasting like you're doing yourself, or you're doing coaching, or if you want to play basketball and have a better basketball shot, shoot the ball. do a podcast, start coaching people, just practice. You got to practice. In today's age with artificial intelligence, we have ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, all these AI programs. Knowledge is at our fingertips. Knowledge is not a problem. I know everything. I can go online and tell you anything. The practice is where you can get ahead from other people. So when you get in there and just start coaching your friends, your family, anybody who's willing to coach, build it up. And learn from it, get feedback, and just do it. Shoot or shoot, as they say. So coach is coach. Get out there and coach, and it'll come your way. Make time for it.
Yeah, super solid advice. Definitely got to take the shot, or you never know how far it will go.
Absolutely.
And so, where could people actually reach out to you if they want to do the coaching with you?
Oh yeah, just go to stratiscloud.com. You can set up a free consultation with me. I'll talk to you over the phone. We'll see where you want to go. If coaching would work out for you, I love learning about people's stories. So we'll start out with that, and you get a little flavor of what the coaching is like. So feel free to go to the website, stratiscloud.com, or you can check out my LinkedIn profile, and it has links there to see what my coaching is like and to set up a free consultation.
Yeah, so go check it out. Go book that free consultation with Stratis and get that career coaching. And for everyone listening in, I appreciate you. And I'll see you everyone in the next episode of Zero to Empire.